Were you in the US during the 9/11? You were, because you were there for 30 years, if I go back. Were you? So the question is, were you in New York or were you in LA?
I was in Los Angeles. I was in Los Angeles. I was working. I had been working through the night, writing a story, like a stupid story about a movie that had just come out, and I went to bed at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and at 8, I think, my ex-girlfriend calls me and tells me, turn on the TV. And yeah, and it was absolutely shocking and impossible to forget.
Were people afraid of losing their own lives, or it was just only about New York and the surrounding states?
No, it was something, 9/11 was something that reverberated through the entire fabric of American society, because it threw away that sense of vulnerability that existed in America. America had fought 2 wars, 2 world wars, and was never, with the exception of Pearl Harbor, continental America had never suffered an attack.
Yeah.
So there was this sense of, okay, there's a huge ocean here between us and them, and we're good, we're safe. And 9/11 tore that down completely. People, even in small towns, they felt threatened, they felt scared. I remember when the Super Bowl, a few months later, the Super Bowl was about to happen, and everybody was talking about an attack on the Super Bowl. Americans have this sense that Super Bowl is the biggest thing in the world. No one outside the United States,
and it's not.
no one outside the United States know what the hell a Super Bowl is. But but this just to tell you that people were scared, people were afraid, and that's when Rudy Giuliani, the mayor of New York at the time, was not the most popular of people. Even then, he becomes America's mayor, because he manages to unite people. He managed to console people. He manages to start healing. And he tumbled down since then, and today is a non-factor in American politics. But it did cause.
You think there is a before and after in the history of the US?
It's hard to say. At the time, definitely. I remember writing. I wrote for Grand Reportage at the time. I talked to architects that would tell me never again would any architect in the United States would build a skyscraper ever. Not true. People, we always tend to underestimate the ability of people to forget things really fast.
Yes.
And that happens over and over and over again in history. Somebody said, I can't remember exactly who, Aldous Huxley maybe, he said that history doesn't repeat itself, but often rhymes.